Today, I want us to talk about failing forward. This is your session with Shelia called Straight Talk with Shelia. Going to talk about failing forward. As my mentor John Maxwell say, fail early, fail often, but always fail forward. When you experience failure, failure is a setback. It's a sting, it hurts, but it's about how you look at things. As Wayne Dyer says, if you change the way you look at things, the things you look at change. And we've got to change how we look at what we call failure. Failure is an opportunity to tell you that something didn't work. That thing didn't work. It's not you. You've got to take the you out of failure. It's not you who failed, it's the situation or the experience didn't fail. That job failed. That interview failed. That relationship failed. But you are not the failure. And it is important for you to look at things through the right lenses. You have to have the right mindset. And we're about building muscles. And we have to build muscles out of failure. We're building a failing forward muscle. It's important for you and I to continue to build our get up muscle. When things fail, we have to say that things fail. We are not the one that failed. You have to use your breakdown as your breakthroughs. It's important to know that your breakdown is an opportunity for your breakthroughs. You've got to rise above that area where you fail. Say, for example, you're driving down the road and you got off the road, you got off the wrong exit, and you got lost. You got lost. But eventually you figured out where you had to go. And say a week or two or months later down the road, you go into that same place again. You see that exit, you're not going to get off. You learn that that exit did not take you to where you had to go. And it's important for you to learn the lessons when there's a failure in that event. Failure is an event. It is not about you. It is an event. And as I spoke with one of my clients, she was the director of a nonprofit organization. She was married twice, and she was, having some challenges about, viewing herself and understanding what's going on, and she thought that she failed, and I had to help her to see the marriage failed. I too was married for 24 years. The marriage failed. I didn't fail. And you have got to understand that you did not fail. The relationship failed. And you've got to give yourself enough time to learn from it, push through it, grow through it, pick up the pieces, because there's success on the other side of that event of failure. What is being said right now, if it resonates with you, please like and share it. Take action. Help people to see that you don't give up because you had an experience where something failed. You had a failure experience. Failure says to take responsibility. Take responsibility for your portion, for what happened. Take a deep dive into the situation and ask yourself, what can I learn out of this? Get your journal out and journal and write down and ask yourself those open-ended questions that causes you to decide to pick up the pieces, to move forward, and to get that drive to know that through this failure, I am going to get better. There are people out there like Helen Keller. She was blind, but she rose above it. She wrote a lot of poems. Ray Charles was blind. He played music. You are going through an experience right now, but it's not you who are failing. It's a situation. Develop a breakthrough out of your breakdowns and be determined to fail forward. Fail forward. Fail forward. Thank you for joining me. Like and share.